In discussions with Muslims, they often approach me and say, where in the Bible does Jesus say, I am God, worship me? And this creates a dilemma for Muslims around the world when they make this claim, and wrought with problems. The first one is, they're seeking the exact word phrase. And secondly, Muslims fail to understand the context of the New Testament. So welcome to another episode of the Inside Out Perspective, and I invite you to come and join me as we explore this claim which Muslims make, which clearly show the imbalance and injustice of their scales of methodology. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please click the link below. Where in the Bible does Jesus say, I am God, worship me? And straight off the cuff, you will never find that verse anywhere in the biblical narrative. And the reason is, Jesus never spoke English. In actual fact, I doubt that even English was a language at the time of Jesus Christ. To understand this, one needs to understand the language of Aramaic, Hebrew, or Greek, which Jesus would have spoke at the time, and also the context of the people he was speaking to and addressing when making certain claims in the biblical narrative. The first passage which we need to have a look at is Matthew 26, verses 63 to 65. The context of this passage is, this is just after Jesus' arrest, and he's sitting in front of the council, or the Sanhedrin, of the Pharisees and the high priest Caiaphas. And they ask him a very clear question. Are you the Messiah, the Christ? Now note, from an Islamic perspective, they fully understand who the Messiah is, the anointed one, the one who Yahweh has prophesied in the Old Testament and is going to send. The Christ is the one who saves. And we see that in his name in Matthew 1, also prophesied as Emmanuel, the God with us. So the Jews, Caiaphas the high priest, is asking Jesus, are you the Messiah, the anointed one who has been sent to save us? And what is Jesus' response? Jesus says, it is as you say. So he's accepting that he is the Jesus Christ and the anointed one. So what does Jesus do here? In answering the question, he adds to that. And what does he say? He says, I tell you, from now on, you're going to see the Son of Man coming in power on the clouds of heaven. What happens then after this response of Jesus? The high priest tears his robes. Now understand the context of what that means in tearing his robes. This is the time of Passover where the high priest is the only one who can go and make atonement for the Jewish sins in the Holy of Holies. And by tearing his robes, he removes himself from the position of high priest. That's how seriously Caiaphas took this answer of Jesus. And in that answer, what does he say? He says, do we need any more witnesses? He's blaspheming. In other words, he's calling himself God. And notice here, Jesus is claiming to be the Messiah, God. He's claiming to be the one who saves, the Christ, God. Then he goes on to say, he is the Son of Man of Daniel 7:14, unmistakably claiming to be God. Not only does he claim to be God, he takes on the very nature of God onto himself. And what is the reaction? Jesus is then crucified for claiming to be God, the Son of Man of Daniel 7:14. And we can explore this a little bit deeper, and we can also go and refer to another dialogue which Jesus has with the Jews, and that is in John 8:58. And here the context of the passage is the Jews are questioning Jesus again, and they say, are you greater than our father Abraham? And what does Jesus respond? Jesus responds and says to them, before Abraham was, I am. Now I know in discussions with Muslims, they don't understand this terminology of I am. But remember, Jesus is talking to the Jews here. He's not talking English. He most probably would have been talking Hebrew to the Jews. And in Hebrew, I am is Yahweh. Yahweh, the eternal God. Yahweh, the unique name for God. Yahweh, the I am of Exodus 3. Yahweh, the true God of creation. Yahweh mentioned 6,328 times in the Bible. 6,328 times in the Bible. Noting here that is more times than there are verses in the Quran. That's how important the term I am, or Yahweh, the unique name for the true God of creation is. So, unmistakably, we can see from this dialogue that Jesus is claiming to be eternal. Eternal before the creation of Adam. Eternal and uniqueness and in unity with the God of creation. And he mentions this in John 10:30. I and the Father are one. Jesus, as the virgin Son of Mary, the Emmanuel, the God with us, clearly is claiming to be God. And unmistakably and undeniably, Muslims will agree the true God of creation requires worship. And therefore, I leave you with the final question. What race are you running?